Welcome to episode 8 of Geek Girl TV. I'm your Geek Girl host, Eve Park, the girl who this week was cited on The Clip Show. The Clip Show is a video podcast that reviews other video podcasts. A little like Podcast Salad in functionality, but in format, it's a lot looser and contains a lot of warm-hearted parodies of the podcast they review. After all, imitation is the best compliment. This episode of The Clip Show isn't much of a parody because, well, let's face it, they don't have much to work with. I'm just a girl sitting in front of an eyesight in front of a white wall. But they had some very nice things to say, and they poked some fun, which is all well and good, because I know how to laugh at myself. In fact, today, I'm in the mood to laugh at myself. So although this week, I've received a lot of very nice comments, let's look at some of the bad ones just for fun. The first comment can be found in the comments section of episode 3, Need a Theme Song. Taylor writes, "You are a geek girl, you look scary," followed by several explanation points. "Oh Taylor, how leet you be. Your comment is like poetry. You posted not once but twice, despite great effort to be concise." The next comment, not coincidence, you'll find a similar eloquence. On YouTube, Gruff Wave writes, "Shut the up. This has nothing to do with the Zoom. Not that I have any problem with the explicit language, but this is my show, and if anybody's gonna be cussing, it's gonna be me." This was in reference to last week's episode, Grr, Great Geek Gadgetry Goodies. And I wouldn't say that the episode has nothing to do with the Zune. I do imply that it's the physical manifestation of failure, but moving on. Today is Friday, November 24th, and yesterday was Thanksgiving. And because of the holiday, I didn't have enough time yesterday to record this episode so it would be ready this morning. But no worry, you're watching it, right? What happened was that I used my Apple Time Machine to go back to Wednesday to put together a show when I still had time. For you, it's Friday or later, depending on how long it takes you to get around to watching this. And in the States, that means you've already had your Thanksgiving dinner. But for me, it's still Wednesday, and I haven't eaten it yet. And I am so looking forward to it, because Thanksgiving is my favorite holiday. For those of you outside the US, Thanksgiving is a holiday where the whole family gets together and eats turkey and other American foods, in honor of a since-romanticized meal offered by the American Indians to the Pilgrims. There's many reasons why I like Thanksgiving, one of which is that it is not a religious holiday, meaning that all Americans can enjoy it. Except the American Indians. I think they kind of regret inviting us to stay. It's also a peaceful holiday that doesn't celebrate any particular victory in any particular war. This holiday is about two very important things to me: food and family. Well, mostly food. I love food. I may be skinny, but you'll never see me on a diet. I love food, and I love feeding people. This year, my job is the turkey. And for those of you afar, the turkey is the most high-profile dish on the Thanksgiving table. It's the course that can make or break this festive feast. But if that's not geeky enough for you, well, tough taffy. But I did invest in a score of modern gadgetry to ensure perfection, such as a high-tech thermometer. And I did get a lot of turkey tips and tricks from the Epicurious podcast. I've gotta go, Brian a bird. But here's the promised interview with comic seller Steve Hoz.
I think we should look out for our next mark as far as who to interview.
Oh, I was thinking the guy with the painted face at the end seemed cool.
Oh,
to interview. He'd be good on it.
that's selling stuff?
Yeah. Well, tell us your name and tell us a little bit about what you
Lobo,
do.
the main man. It means, if you survive this fight, I shall eat your guts. He who eats guts. He who devours the guts of enemies.
Nice.
Other than that, I just like to party and hang out with chicks, you know what I mean? This is Susie Q,
Nice.
and this is Barbecue. They used to be real, but I have them shrunk down.
Oh.
Now they're just stiff and stoned, and they hang out with me like that. So I like my girlfriends. Stiff, stoned, and
Hanging out?
all hanging out.
It's a good slogan.
Hang in there. We're in North Glen, Colorado. 2006. Here we are.
Here we
At the
are.
Ramada, not the Radisson. I went there earlier. Scared the hell out of a bunch of people. They told me to go across the street, so here I am. Well, you can see this table right here. I'm trying to get rid of a bunch of junk I collected when I was a kid. Some of it's stuff I took from my brothers and sisters, you know. They're not around anymore. I made sure of that. You got Mr. Spock. See that? That's the old... There you go.
The original
That's not really
game set.
Vulcan, man. That's like Jewish or something, you know. I don't remember.
You're saying you do other stuff like stand-up and
Yes, I do children's shows. Can you believe that? I make children laugh. Ha, ha, ha. And I drive school buses during the day. Can you believe that?
Wow.
Well, I bet you make children laugh while driving the school bus, too.
I don't get any kids on my bus. They come to the door and they turn around and run. So I just drive around in circles. No, when I clean it all up, I'm actually not a bad guy. Really. Kids think I'm cool. Dogs like me. If I was a superhero, what would my superpower be? Well, I already have a superpower, and it plagues me all the time. I have the uncanny ability to feel people's feelings. That's why I'm really good with animals and dogs, because they don't, convey them very well vocally. I know where to scratch them to get the leg to move just right. I know where to tickle them to get the giggles coming. Not too bad with the ladies either. Thank you, ladies.
Thank you.
I must strevasate.
Yeah, no, I appreciate your time.
That means, well, you look it up, okay?
That was Steve Hoz, ladies and gentlemen. Quite a character. Once again, this is Geek Girl, signing off.
There's a couple of lovely ladies behind this camera. You don't see them, but I do. Oh, yeah. This one's a tall drink of water, let me tell you. This one here just has a party shirt. It says, "This is my party shirt." Not much of a shirt, but there is something to look at, let me tell you.